Join me for a nice morning mobility session to help kickstart your day. So you're finding a seated position. You could be kneeling like me or any other way that feels good. Sweep the hands behind the back, reaching for opposite elbows, rolling those shoulders back and tilting the chin toward the chest. As we arrive, start to sweep the right ear toward the right shoulder. Bringing the chin back through center and then sweeping all the way over to the left. And we're just starting to alternate here from side to side. And the next time the right ear comes to the right shoulder, just stay and pause. Left hand stays where it is, just the right hand floats to the head, adding a bit of gentle pressure here. You may choose to stay in stillness, or maybe you draw the chin toward the chest, and then back up through center. Right, whatever feels good here, just looking for a little opening through neck, through traps. Using your next exhale to switch sides, right arm pulling around the back. As the left ear sweeps toward the left shoulder, and the left hand comes to the head. You're welcome to stay within your stillness. You're welcome to start tilting and rotating. Just searching for that nice, juicy stretch through the neck. Final breath in. And with that exhale, releasing. Sweeping the hands forward and interlacing the fingers, just start to press the palms away from you. You might round the shoulders forward, tucking chin toward chest. And then maybe you open the chest, reach those palms toward the sky. Almost as if you're doing a seated cat-cow here. Just finding a bit of flexion and extension through the spine. Now perhaps you start to move in any way that feels good. I'm making circles here, but you can just explore your movement. Finding a bit of stretch through the lats, through the forearms, just starting to open up the upper back. We'll be here for 2 more cycles. Big breath in and big breath out. Let's bring the hands back into the lap and just start to find a little twist as we gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale back through center and exhale, rotate, gazing over the right shoulder. Breath in and breath out as we unwind. Let's slide the hands forward, just landing into your quadruped position and just going through a few cat-cows. Taking a big breath in as we arch the back. I want you to think about bringing your crown towards your tailbone and drawing your heart through your biceps. With that exhale, round it out. Think about pulling your nose toward your pelvis and trying to draw your upper back toward the sky. One more like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. From here, come back to that neutral spine and just start to walk the hands to the left, almost bowing the heart down. Just taking a moment to create space through the right side body. Breath in. And with that breath out, let's return, walking the hands back through center, and then using the next cycle of breath to move to the other side. Hands walk right, heart drops. We take a few soft cycles here, creating space through the heart and through that side body. Last cycle in. And with that exhale, begin to unwind. Hands come back through center. Let's just make our way onto our sit bones, kicking those feet forward. All right, from here, reach those arms all the way up, and then start to hinge forward. And just move through this a little bit, sliding back and forth. Feet are nice and flexed. I'm using my exhales to slide back. I'm using my inhales to hinge forward, and just finding the range of motion that serves you. Last 3. Last 2. And on this last one, we'll add on. Find a hinge forward, floating the fingers toward those toes. Now, if you're not touching the toes today, anywhere on the thighs is great. We'll just move through a seated bow and arrow. Left arm slides across the body until it opens up, reaching towards that back wall. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, other side. Twist, reach, and open. Starting to move through this on your flow of breath. As we open into these twists, we're finding a nice strong connection through the shoulder blades, which is in turn helping to spiral that chest open and creating a little more space through the T-spine. All right, last one here. Beautiful. Arms sweep all the way up. And then plant the right fingers down by the right hip, sweeping the left hand toward the right as we find a little side bend once again. Think of spinning the right shoulder forward. Take a breath in. And then exhale, begin to rise, windmilling all the way over to the other side. Left fingers plant, right arm reaches up and over. Once again, creating space for heart, for lats. Breath in. Breath out, rise it up. From here, let's cross those knees or those shins, rolling over for that tabletop once again. This time we're stepping the left foot outside the left hand. Now I'm using blocks here for a bit of extra support. That being said, you don't have to use blocks if you don't want to. Inhale, deep bend through that left knee. And then exhale, just start to straighten out that left leg. Now, I don't want you to be too concerned about getting that leg all the way straight. Just move within the limitations of the body and just move into the sensations that feel okay for you. Last one here. All right. Starting to bend that left knee once again. Now you're more than welcome to stay. Otherwise, we're coming to an active pigeon. So I'm walking my blocks forward. I'm walking my left foot to the right side of the mat. So my shin is going to land parallel-ish, an emphasis on the ish to the short side of the mat. Now you can start to walk that right leg back so the hips are squared toward the earth like this. You could stay right here. Now, if this feels uncomfortable for you today, you're more than welcome to take a bend through the right knee like I have now. That's gonna unload some of that pressure from the hips. Wherever we are, I want you to take some long, deep breaths, allowing the hips to open and starting to feel that life and that energy coming back into the body. Taking a big breath in and a big breath out. All right, let's untangle. So I'm pressing my weight into the blocks and just sweeping that left leg back, landing back into my quadruped position. From here, right foot steps forward outside the hand. We'll start to rock back and forth once again. Inhale, deep bend through the right knee. And exhale, rock it back, sweep it back. Just a few cycles here. Don't worry about getting that leg fully straight. Just instead think about bringing life back into the lower body. This session is about low pressure, just movement to get the day going, or to get the energy moving. No need for intensity or perfection. Just here to enjoy and to treat our body to a little bit of love. All right, last rep here. Now, next time you bend the left knee, stay to pause with the right knee. It's my mistake. And let's start to come to pigeon. So walk the right foot to the left side of the mat, just like I've done. Once again, shin parallel-ish to the short side of the mat. And maybe you walk that back leg back to create that pigeon shape. Once again, if this is not feeling good, feel free to take a bend through that left knee, just where I am now. Just going to unload some of that sensation through the hip. Wherever you are, I invite you to breathe. Don't worry about finding the deepest range. Just allow the body to start speaking to you. Noticing how you feel in this moment. And you'll use that awareness to figure out what your body needs for the rest of the day and how you can best honor your natural energy. Right? And that rings true if you're doing this in the morning or any other time of the day. Just a little awareness. Taking a big breath in. Letting it go. And my friends, different transition this time. So keep those hands on the blocks. Pick up the left knee and then step that right foot down. Stepping all the way up with that left foot so we land in a forward fold. Now I have my hands on my blocks. My blocks are on my highest setting. And I'm just letting my head fall and relax. You'll notice my knees have a deep enough bend that my belly presses to my thighs. And from here, I'll start to bend my right knee as I straighten my left leg. Taking a pause for a breath and then flipping it, moving it to the other side. Let's just do a few more reps here as we start to create a little bit more space through the back body. So calves, hamstrings, lower back, all getting a beautiful opening here. Finishing this off, coming back to nice and neutral centered position. Sweep the hands behind the back, interlacing those fingers, and think of drawing the knuckles to the sky. It's a nice little shoulder and chest stretch here. Big breath in. And exhale, release those arms. And we're gonna move through just a few spinal rolls and get you on your way. As those arms dangle, float the fingers to the left. And then start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow. As you get to the top, gaze high. Chin draws to right shoulder. And then start to sink, rounding all the way down to the right. As you get to the bottom, take a pause and then float all the way back up, rolling up nice and slow. Gaze goes high. Chin tucks left shoulder once again, melting down, sinking down, finding that wonderful length through the back body. Little pause. Roll it up. Gaze goes up, chin to right shoulder, melting down once again. This time, as you get to the bottom, sweep those fingers back through center. And just take a second here. We'll do one energy throw, and then you're on your way. On your next inhale, I want you to rise up, arms over the head, bring in some fresh new energy. And with the exhale, big throw. Let that energy go. Let's go one more like that. Big reach up. And let it go. Beautiful. All right, my friends, feel free to hang here as long as you like. Thanks so much for kickstarting your day with me. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next session.